Hi, I'm James Willard, founder and solutions executive at ByteWorks. ByteWorks is an information technology solutions company focused on data center, enterprise networking, collaboration, and cybersecurity. When it comes to cybersecurity, most all of our customers are well covered when it comes to the security essentials within the environment appropriate to their risk category and the type of business that they run. Customer staffing typically did not permit a resource or full-time security operations center to be able to monitor and analyze the logs that these various security components were creating to perform correlation and look for signs of attack or compromise. And so in that instance, those logs serve primarily for forensic purposes to look back weeks or months in arrears to see what happened, who got in, where they were in the network, and try to perform cleanup work. The larger customers that are much more highly staffed are able to have a full-time security operations team that is constantly looking at those logs, using tools for correlation and trying to make sense of patterns and shut down compromises before they can get deeper inside the network. So we would look for a solution for our customers that would be a service providing that security operations center functionality to the customers that aren't quite fully staffed in the IT departments. And ultimately, we found ZenX SOC. We decided to partner with ZenX SOC for multiple reasons. First and foremost, within our company, we want to make sure that they're going to pass any technical requirements and that they'll be a good fit for our customers. We simply do not want to sell something that is not going to be a huge benefit to our customers. We stand behind what we recommend, and we want to make sure that we are fully on board with all the products and solutions that we offer. What we liked about ZenX SOC is that they use artificial intelligence and machine learning in their analysis of the data that's collected from the various inputs within a customer's environment to be able to identify, detect attacks, and compromise much earlier than other SOC solutions. Secondly, many of the other solutions out there had really no way for a customer to understand what their pricing would be until they were already in the midst of the implementation, because they used flows, conversations per second, to price out what the SOC offering would cost. So another reason we liked ZenX SOC is because they had a straightforward pricing model, which is simply based around things like devices that are known beforehand without having to do an extensive study of traffic patterns within the network to understand what flows are occurring within the environment. It was also important that a managed SOC provider of choice would be vendor agnostic in terms of the wide variety of device types and manufacturers that could be supported to collect data from and feed into their engine for analysis to determine signs of attack and compromise or suspected compromise to provide early alerting to our customers. ZenX SOC has been able to create a platform which supports a wide variety of those devices, allowing customers to protect the investment that they have in their current environment without having to replace equipment and software with a narrow list of vendors that would be supported for input into the SOC, and therefore we thought it would be a great offering for our customers. We look forward to continuing to grow our partnership with ZenX SOC and deploying their solution within more of our customers' networks to be able to help collect data, analyze that data, aggregate it, and make sense of what's happening in their environment so that way attacks and compromises can be identified as early as possible before the intruder can get into critical systems or spread throughout the network. Thank you very much for your time. I'm James Willard with ByteWorks. Have a great day.